Hi everyone, this is Tammy, owner of Worthyworthitpriceless, and today's podcast is titled Refuse to Give Up. And I know that is something that's easier said than done. We're in the middle of a pandemic right now. Some of us is working, some of us isn't. And then a lot of our states are opening back up, and it is a very trying time. But realize that no matter what you're going through right now, this is not the end. This is just part of the process. God still has a plan for your life. It's not over for you. And you will reap if you don't give up. And like I said, I know that it is easier said than done. But the thing that I've realized about God is that He will give us promises. And nothing is done until the promise is fulfilled. And I know a lot of us are still waiting on that promise. But I believe that right now that God is giving us the rest that we need before He gives us or basically plants us where we're supposed to be. And I know it doesn't look like it right now. And basically it doesn't look like that for anyone, but I noticed during this time that I've spent more time with my daughter, found out some things about her that was very crucial, that I really needed to be around her to try to help her develop more, and that was something that I learned. As well as God has been giving me new ideas for the company, the business, or the ministry. And it's actually, I realize that it's pushing me or pivoting me into another direction as well. So I believe right now that God just needs our time. I know for me, I was too busy. My life seemed like it was a routine. My routine was usually I was probably up overnight doing podcasts, doing things for the business. Then I would have to get up, get Vaya up, my daughter, probably around 6 or 7, get her ready for the bus. After I get her ready for the bus, then I go to work. As soon as I get out of work, come around, get Vaya off of school, get her, situated, then, put her to bed. And then it was like a constant routine. And that was my routine day in and day out. This time has been the only time that I've been able to really sit back and rest. And during this time, God has been dealing with me, getting things out of my way, taking out toxic things and all of that. And I've been able to really sit back and just think. But it just depends on right now how you look at it. It's just a perspective of how you look at this situation. I understand that, like I said, it's a trying time for everybody. But try in this moment to see the positives as much as possible. This is not going to take you out unless you allow it to mentally. This pandemic has to end one way or another. And I'm not telling anybody, oh yeah, once this pandemic is over, make sure that you have a vision or a plan or whatever. Some of us, it wasn't for that. Some of us, it was just for rest. I don't want to put any pressure on anyone to say, hey, you should come out with a new business after this or this, that, and the third. Some of us, it was just for rest. And some of us, it was for a vision. But at the end of the day, don't give up in the middle of the pandemic. Don't give up right now. Because there is glory and there is a reward on the other side as long as you don't give up. And a lot of us or some of us may not ever get to that point because I've seen a lot of people give up before the harvest. And that is my prayer for you guys, that you see what God needs you to see in this moment. And if you can't see it, just pray to God. What does He want you to do right now? What is he requiring of you right now? Is he requiring your time? Is he requiring your silence? What can you get out of this time right now? Because I know, like I said, a lot of the states are opening back up. And even if you have to go back to that job that you hate or anything like that, maybe God has you at that job for a reason. Maybe there is somebody there that needs your smile, your kindness, or your conversation. You don't know. And you never know. And when the time is right, God will move you into the direction where you have to be in. But you'll never get there if you give up right now. And like I said, I know that's easier said than done because a lot of people is going through a lot, especially mentally right now. They don't know what to do. But relax your mind. God has everything under control. Whatever is supposed to happen in your life is already done. It's already there for you to take it. Don't worry about how you're going to get out of this situation. God has already made a way. It's okay. It's going to work out for you. And I say that as just basically a testimony. I think I got up around, it's like 5:33 right now. I got up around 1 or something. But either way, when I came downstairs, I was thinking about where I was like 5 years ago. I was pregnant with my daughter and all this other stuff. And a lot of things happened. And I didn't know what I was doing, like, having a daughter and, like I was a first time mom and trying to figure out everything. And I remember I was so scared and all this. And 5 years later, my daughter is healthy. She may have autism, but she is a happy little girl. She wakes up every morning with a smile on her face and everything worked out. So a lot of things that we're worried about, God has already have them under control. It's okay. It's going to work out for you. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but it is going to work out. Refuse to give up. You'll never know what is on the other side if you give up. Your blessing is just a day away. It could be a heartbeat away. It could be a second away. You never know. But you'll never know if you give up right now in this season. God has a plan for your life and it's not over for you. And I want you to realize that and know that. I have been the toughest times in my life, and it looked like I was never going to get out of the situations that I was in. And the next minute, it seemed like an opportunity came, or a bill was paid or something like that. God has always made a way, even when I didn't think that there was ever going to be a way made. So I just want to give you that encouragement that God is not through with you. Don't throw in the towel. It's going to be all right. I know what it looks like today, but do not worry about what it looks like today. Because this is not all that God has planned for you. He didn't have you go through all this for no reason. Everything will work out for your good. It's going to work out for you. Don't give up. And just know that you are worthy, worth it, and priceless. Once again, don't give up. God loves you. I love you. Continue going along your path. You're going to get there where you have to go. You got this.